I would just like go in there and within like 2 to 3 seconds, everything, and I mean everything was done,
Oh my
cleaned,
god.
and taken care of.
I just saw the tiny hands.
Dude, all you see is the hands. This shit just makes it so much better. Your fingers, all we see is the fingers and the hands. It looks like his arms and shit.
Hey Josh, you ever seen One Piece?
Yes. Yes, I have
You know,
actually.
Robin
Yeah.
and her power.
I'm pretty familiar with her.
Watch this. She does the same when she goes, "Able play fleur," and then it's like, and it's like this, like,
Oh
hold
man.
in your hand. What's your power?
I mean, that's how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
Holy
So
shit.
he's on Thriller Bark right now.
Wow, you made it to Thriller Bark?
yeah. I'm not liking it, dude. I'm back to like indifference. The other one, what's it called? The island one, the one you kept calling it like the island's name.
And
And
he's
he's
lobby.
lobby?
But what was it?
And he's lobby?
Yeah, that's the one. That one was a really good one, dude. And then now it's back to just being childish and kind of cartoonish and kind of dumb.
I mean, yeah, but I enjoyed that. Let me turn my brain off for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I
Wait
said,
till
like,
the end of it. Wait till the end of it. That's when I told you you'll actually see Zoro in a new light, too.
oh yeah, yeah, that's when you're like, oh, he gains like new powers or whatever.
Oh, I don't recall saying that,
Yeah,
but
I have to actually start picking it up and watching it. I've just been watching a lot of other stuff lately.
Well, I'm about to take a break
you
from
still
it. I'm
on
gonna go
Punk's
watch.
Hazard, Manny?
Yeah, I'm still left off where he chopped that dragon's head off.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
shit, that's a dragon.
Yeah. Oops.
Hear that,
Spoiler.
Pablo?
But you see,
Dragons.
we already knew that because we've been and we've already rescued a dragon, and then he died, and then a new one was born in the same nest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm about to
Okay,
go run and grab my tiny hands too, so I can do that.
easy there, tiny hands. So, Pablo,
What's up?
do me a favor. Take off your hat.
No,
Why?
I don't know. Why?
Just take off your hat.
Why? I don't want to.
Now turn around.
No.
Yes.
What? Do you,
Huh?
Did you? It looked like you cut your hair completely.
Oh no! I just see like a tiny little ponytail in the back.
Oh, okay.
Elizabeth's like, Josh, I think you got to pay for that service.
See, you made me turn around, and now like it just kind of pulled because my hair is shorter in the front now than it used to be. So now it cut it. So now I'm gonna have to redo it because I have to grab all the hair out.
Sorry, I was like,
Oh,
holy shit, did he cut it all off?
no,
All
honestly,
right.
I don't know. Like I was a little like disappointed at first because I'm like, damn, she went shorter than I wanted it to. Like obviously it was like down to here, like a little bit past like my shoulder, and I told her to go about like right here.
Mm,
So it still would have been a chunk of about maybe like 5 or 6 inches. But when she grabbed it from the back, she was like, snap. And then she let it go and she was like, shoulder length, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's not even shoulder length. That's like
so
neck length, dude.
at
Well,
first,
there's
She
no
cut
going
about,
back.
at first you were kind of upset. Now you're kind of just like, I mean, it's good where it's at now.
you know what? At first I was like, fuck. But then I was like, you know what? My head feels really light.
Oh,
And
I'm sure.
you know what? Like I said it before, fuck it. It'll grow back.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my little
Still waiting for the day
headband.
Josh has been shaving a lot more lately, and I'm waiting for him to come in and be like, "Oh man, I cut my hair."
I'm actually going to trim it again today.
What, your hair?
No. Well, I mean, I'm going to do that too. I'll probably have my sister cut off like another 5 inches or something, but
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I
Are you
mean,
just like never gonna try for a haircut?
I did
huh?
say 5 inches. That's cut.
I mean, actually, like get a buzz, shave it down a little bit.
Like
What,
when
like a
we first
buzz
met you,
cut? I ain't going
yeah,
that
like when we
route
first
again.
met you.
Get that
Yeah, I can do that on these still.
cut the size, get a mohawk.
That's it.
Mohawk.
Give it like a few more months, and I'll be able to do this, and it'll look a little better because I'll have more hair. I'll do like one of these, like this.
Oh, you can't do the full Jedi look anymore.
Oh, because like I said, it went shorter than I thought it was gonna go. See, do like a little tiny one.
I'll start
I
braiding
like.
my hair again. How's that?
I would think by. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
That'll
But
be different.
I think by like June or August. Well, June and July might be a little bit longer, so it'll probably do better.
Yeah, Cass hasn't answered me back. He's just doing his thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's-
besides that, that's fine.
so what time?
He
What time
jumps
do
on the call.
you got to take off at? What, 3:30?
Like 3:30. Yeah, about half an hour.
All right.
Might as
Well,
well get started, I guess.
Well, yeah, I've been recording anyway, so
Oh, okay.
just use what we have. We talk about Pablo's hair and his haircut.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Look at, I mean, it's something.
Hey
Yeah.
man,
Hey.
like last time I had long hair and I have shorter hair. And
So-
like I said, at first I was like, oh, but then I'm like, you know what? I can't really complain because I mean, what if I get mad? What's gonna happen? They can't regrow my hair right then and there. It's not gonna
Hey,
be like, oh shit, my bad, and
just
reglue it or
scroll
something.
back and be assertive this time when they cut your hair, so they can mess it up again.
And then cry. No, you did it wrong.
They could like cut it actually. Just have them cut it right down the middle.
Nah, it's cool. I had half a mind about just cutting it completely off anyway, and then I decided just to trim it, and then they went like a shorter trim than I wanted it, so it's fine. I might end up just cutting it down all the way, or I might just regrow it. It's at like a midway point to where I'm like, I could just go either way from right now.
So,
Oh
thoughts on Cocaine Bear, since we did see that.
yeah, let's talk about Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what? Let's go with Pablo first because he's the more optimistic of all of us.
That's true. Well, actually, he kind of agreed with us though on this one, in a sense.
Well,
yeah,
yes.
but he did this thing where he tried to be like, I mean, it's
Here's
to
the
be
thing.
expected.
It's a new Matrix.
But I'm
It
like,
was a different Matrix, okay? It was a different Matrix. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Little tiny hands, right? Here's the thing. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. At no point did I look at that movie or the title of the movie or anything that had to do with that movie and went, you know what? That's going to be a masterpiece. At no point did that happen.
okay,
I saw that movie and I was like, it's going to be what it's going to be. Hold on, let me have my hand. It's going to be what it's going to be.
hey,
And
I
you know
said
what?
the same thing about
What?
Violent Night.
Yeah.
That one surprised me, though. That one
Okay.
surprised me. I was not expecting it to be that good.
Would you say that they can make a movie that looks completely stupid but still have a good driven narrative and comedy to it?
I mean, yeah, but obviously Cocaine Bear wasn't that.
I expected it to be like something along those lines of being completely stupid, like kind of like, dude, that was just like garbage for the brain, dude.
It
Yeah.
was. But lucky for
I
us,
had a
we didn't
lot
have to
more
pay
hope
for the
for it
movie.
than that. It was just, I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
I don't even know where to go with
I
it.
almost fell asleep during that. It was so bad.
Dude, you couldn't do it. I
Huh?
could have sworn
Yeah, that's right.
you were snoring. Me and Josh
Pablo
looked over
fucking
at you
nudges
and we're like,
Diesel, dude. Look at Manny.
hey, we just looked to a side. You were like, you were asleep.
It didn't keep my attention, man. The thing that drove me nuts was that scene with the gazebo.
Oh yeah, that was
that was a really fucking just overly played out scene.
They had I mean, spoiler alerts, but they had like a chance to just end it right then and there when the guy's like, I'm gonna shoot it. And the stupid cop, spoiler alerts, was like, no, hold on. I wanna see what it does. I was like, what the hell? Like, you're in the middle of like basically like a standoff. It's like a standoff, and then this fool's just like, wait, hold on. I want to see what happens with a bear and cocaine. That shit was so like out of left field, dude. It's kind of stupid.
And that was what's his name's last movie too, wasn't it?
Ray Liotta.
Yeah, Ray Liotta's
Yeah.
last one. Ugh. That was bad.
Yeah, sucks.
But
I mean, if you wanna remember him in a better light, just remember that he was in the B movie.
Okay.
I mean,
I would think something like Goodfellas, but I mean, yeah, we can go with B movie.
the best thing about the movie, though, I think we all seen, like, if you watch the trailers, those are the best parts of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It pretty much
no
just
shit.
shows all the comedy, all the comedy that you see is in the trailer. So
yeah,
that's what
dude.
sucked.
Now there was one piece of fucking like comedy that wasn't in the trailer, and that was seeing the bear actually do a line.
I thought that was in one of the trailers.
It
Oh, if it
might have
was, I
been.
missed that.
Isn't there like a Red Band trailer where they show that or something like that?
I didn't see
It might
that
have
one. If
been.
that's the case,
I swear to God, I've probably seen it, but yeah, that was it. The cocaine he snipped the cocaine off a leg.
yeah, just did a line. That was actually
And then
funny.
it went back
But
to,
other than that,
it went to something that was funny, and then something that was just stupid. That's what was annoying me.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
majority of the movie.
it would get this small like build up of a laugh, like it was gonna be funny, and it would just fall over on itself. And I was like, man, I mean, I need something, dude. I mean, like Violent Night was funny. I like the part when he stabbed when he pulled out a present off the bag. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was oddly funny, but I don't know. Saying mother
Just-
effer a bunch of times and yelling at people is not funny to me.
Yeah, wasn't enough to get that really give that movie a
I
A
think
plus rating.
I mean, it's gonna be for some people, but in my eyes, it's like how would you say it? It's like when what did I say it was? It was a helicopter dick humor, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's like oh god, I'm trying to
I don't even know
remember.
about that. I found fucking movies with that helicopter deck. I can't even talk. Helicopter dick humor a hell of a lot better than that.
oh man,
Like what? Superbad.
That movie was horrible too.
I never liked that, dude. I never understood the hype of on Superbad.
I remember
Like
when that
Robbie.
movie came out. It was being hailed as like one of the funniest things of all time, and then I watched it, and oh wow, there goes 2 hours of my life.
Dude,
oh,
I've never really been big on those like high school like coming of age comedies though. Like I could compare like Superbad to like American Pie and movies like that.
yeah. I
You know,
it was
it
one of
was
those
never like
things. Like you watch it and you're just like, kind of. I
yeah.
didn't get no like heavy laughs out of it.
Even yeah, because even like before like American Pie, you had other movies like Revenge of the Nerds and the Porkers or Porkies or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
They're all like within the same line, dude. The same line of kind of movies, and I personally never thought they were funny. The whole like we're nerds and then they're jocks. I don't know. I just never thought it was funny.
yeah. Maybe we're just not for us.
Maybe.
Is there some people that think like the other day when I found that day you came over, we were watching Ace Ventura on lunch.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh my
yeah.
god, this is actually funny. You know, I never paid attention to it as a kid, like how the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just repeated a lot of the one-liners, but actually watching it, I was like, oh, yeah, that was comedy, dude.
Yeah. I remember that when the movie came out, we were all like, "Oh, righty then." That became like a thing. We all said it.
Yep,
You're like, "Yep."
it's true. Hey,
Josh, do you believe
Oh,
the
it's
the wokeness is like, just like ending? How would you say it, Pablo?
Hmm?
Woke culture's dying.
I think it is. I mean, it's never gonna disappear because it's always been there. It's the same argument we've been having forever, dude. Except for like people just refuse to like acknowledge it. If you really look at it, the liberals are the hippies, and the conservatives, well, I don't think they've changed much. But I mean, even like the same thing, because you can look at it like right now they're fighting against like, oh, if we just let them be trans, blah blah blah, this and that, and blah blah blah. But if you really think about it, it's the exact same argument, like, oh, they're gonna be gay, blah blah blah. And here's the point I was actually making to myself the other day because it just popped into my head because I was watching that slime movie when we
Mhm.
watched the slime movie, and then it just kind of played in my head. So this guy died, right? And he comes back to life,
Yeah.
and they gave him a new name, and then everybody's like, oh shit, well, you have a new name. Like I thought about it. In a lot of stories, that shit happens to where for whatever reason, and they're not just like like anime and shit.
Whoa, Mr. Roboto, calm down.
Like I was
Hello.
watching, and I think there's like a name associated with that, and then they change his name, and they're like, "This is your new name now."
We are
And I'm like, "Why
slightly
do people make
losing
such a
you,
big
man.
deal when people are like, huh?
You were going out,
We're like
man.
slightly
What'd you say?"
losing you.
You were turning into an Autobot right now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My
Then
internet,
your
you
screen
know
would
how it is.
freeze, then speed up,
It
and
was like the
kind of
fast.
funny.
It was like the faster you were talking, the more fucked up the screen got.
Hold on.
We're holding.
Yeah, because we were talking about it this morning, Josh, and he was saying you had a huge rebuttal on this. You're like, no, because they always get what they want.
No. You know how Pablo is. He fucking exaggerates on everything.
Well,
No,
yeah.
not on that one. Not on that one. Not on that one. Because you were
Bullshit.
like, no. Because and
Honestly,
I don't know
the
exactly what
way
your
the
point
world
was.
is, I see the world's fucking dumbing down like hardcore. People are just fucking
Yes,
stupid.
but
That's
here's my point on that. It's not dumbing down. It's always been just as dumb. But we never saw it all. We were never able to see all of it being that dumb because what's up, Ken?
go.
Like that dome.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect spot to jump in on.
What we
Okay,
talking about? What we talking about? What's up, people? Sorry for
Well,
being
So-
late.
I was asking like the conversation between Josh and Pablo because Pablo was telling me they were talking about how woke culture is dying.
Woke
Then we
culture
I
is
started
think it
dying.
talking
is.
about how dumb the world is, and that's when you popped in.
Why?
No. Okay, so here's what I'm saying.
America,
Obviously, things like you're looking at things like Cocaine Bear, right? And it's dumb, but it was made. And there's a lot of shit like that that is still coming out. I mean, South Park has been going on for years, right?
Mhm.
And then
I'm
you see other
surprised.
properties, like what just happened with Velma. Velma sucked so hard, and it was made for like that audience supposedly, and they didn't
Yeah.
like it. You're looking at like the way they destroyed the Wheel of Time, the Ring of Powers, the Witcher, all these things, and
Willow.
they're trying to push. They're trying to push an agenda, but obviously it's not working. So if you look in the side of politics, they try to tell you that it is like super woke and all that shit, right? But I mean,
Mhm.
what's happening? Conservatives are winning. We're getting more Republicans now than we've had in a long ass time. They're controlling pretty much most aspects of government. I mean, the president might be Democratic, but he can't really do much of anything because most of the Senate right now is Republican. So if you look at it through that like that lens and stuff, I personally feel like, yeah, it's shifting. It's not that it's gonna die or go away completely because obviously it's like a battle that's been going back and forth
Oh yeah.
forever.
It's like I told you too.
But
It's like a thing that happens in
yeah,
phases, like every like 4 to 8 years. It's just like a thing that just happens, dude.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully
Gonna go away.
the trend will die, so it'll stop ruining our freaking like geek culture.
Oh, we just wait till they go broke. They can't make these dumb movies no more. And then the good stuff is gonna start rolling in, or all the people who do make the good movies and stuff are moving on to
Oh
make
my
their own.
god! Speaking of that, remember Antman and the Wasp or
Oh man.
the quantum realm crap?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it,
Oh, that was bad.
That
but
was.
I remember
What'd
we
you say,
were
Josh?
talking about it.
Close your
That
eyes
was.
and just look at it for a movie. Have fun.
Dude, I'm just gonna close my
Close
dude. It started off so good. It's just a thing. It started
It
off
was starting
so
off
good.
with a shit ton of potential. Like it had a lot going for it.
I remember I called Josh and I was like, I because I got done talking to you and Felix, and I went home and I called Josh when I got home. I was like, dude, I got a vent. Josh, you'll understand because you've been with me on movies now where you start to freaking watch what is shown to you and not just like take in brain dead
Mm-hmm.
garbage for your brain and just actually watch it and try to enjoy it. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my god, dude, the movie was good all the way up until they got to that prison scene, and
Between,
he starts torturing the
mhm.
dad first, saying, "I'm going to hurt your daughter," and his daughter's across from him, doesn't do nothing to her yet, and just torturing him. You want me to hurt her, kind of thing. Breaking his body. No, don't hurt her, no. And then after he's all whittled down and beat up, he turns to the daughter and then finally goes, squeezes her just a little bit, just for a few seconds on the screen. And then it goes back to beating him up. I'm gonna hurt her, blah blah blah. I'm like, look, dude, you're fucking him up more than the daughter. Who are you gonna hurt?
Right? Man.
Yeah,
Well,
and it was just all these dumb like I don't know that people can like this is the thing that bugs me about like Marvel stuff like this is people can go on and make their own stories and allude to certain things. They're like, well, maybe he thought he was just bigger than what he was. Maybe he thought he was all powerful and nothing, whatever. But like they walked out, took them both out of the cell. He was like, hey, you better do this or I'm gonna hurt your daughter or kill her or whatever like that, and leave them both in their damn super suits. They're just walking out casually. Daughter's free to roam around, do what she wants, and that's what ends up happening. She breaks free, and then one consistency after another of just like I don't know how to say
Shit.
it. Just shit that just magically just happen. Like plot armor, dude. They can't be hurt. They can't do nothing wrong.
what they should have did is
Yeah.
either broke Ant-Man's arm, or did something to somebody, so it forces one of the other characters.
And I was asking Josh. I was like, okay, who was that movie about?
The daughter. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know.
Pretty much. I mean,
they're trying to replace
I think.
Ant-Man.
I mean, it was about the grandma. I think, right? Like everything that she did.
I mean, in a sense, it was.
Because what the fuck does why did it have the one thing that bugs me is it says Antman, the quantum realm shit, and it has nothing to do with Antman other than he's there.
Well, they just slapped that name on it because the name.
It's about grandma in
But
the quantum verse.
these MCU movies, they're phasing out all these other actors now, and they're trying to make it all about these others. And so now that this
it's about grandma
daughter's coming in, who for some reason they decided to recast anyways as a different actress. That was weird.
Oh, have you seen Cocaine Bear yet, Cass?
No, I just was talking to my mom about it. She's like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's literally garbage for your brain. I wouldn't
Yeah,
watch it, dude.
That's an understatement. Don't. It was bad,
Y'all seen it already?
Yeah, we watched it the other day.
Yeah.
After work.
So
watch the trailer. You've watched the trailer. You've seen all the funny parts in the movie, dude.
Honestly, yeah. Any part that's probably worth seeing is in the trailer.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the comedic views and stuff of it, but it was just straight up garbage.
Okay, Cass, your thoughts. Yeah. What was your thought in the Antman movie though? Like, if I didn't say or bring up anything bad about it, what would you have thought?
Damn. Yes.
One, I was kind of like, they hyped up the man so much. They said it like he was like, what is it? What's that one villain? Or not that one scary movie? Was it Candyman?
Yeah.
Don't say his name. That was like saying his name, like, oh, he's gonna come get you. I'm like, bro, just say his name. Y'all alluding to the whole thing, and we know who's coming. Y'all should just say Kang or whatever. He's gonna get you. Like, who the hell is Kang? Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like that build up part right there. I know they was trying to hype up the man, but like you said, he didn't bring that scariness for me for being Kang, being the next level, being that next badass boss or whatever.
Yeah,
I know we saw him supposedly had died, but he should have floored Antman.
Oh yeah,
multiple times. We could have ended this man's life after seeing the end credits. So these other homies got arms missing, all robotic, face kind of jacked up and shit. Like Kang's supposed to be a badass. Like Thanos, his shit, he came in wrecking everybody. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But Kang, he's supposed to be the next big baddie, but he wasn't. He didn't have that big baddie role for me. After seeing him play the other guy from the All Knowing, the All Seeing Everything.
You know what trips me out about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With the Thanos thing, is they gave him they made him more of a deep of a character in the cinematic universe, right? They gave him that double, like, sure, he's doing evil things, but it's for a good reason kind of thing, which you can relate with the character. I can see it being like that, but at the same time, like when he finally did the thing where he made people disappear, it put something behind you, like obviously it made you feel something like some kind of anger, like irritation towards it, and then understanding with the character, some kind of connection with the movie that you're watching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I didn't have any of that when I watched this or with the new villain. Especially
said,
how
I
he's
gotta.
supposed to be portrayed to be like this big bad dude that just goes around annihilating people. And when he has a chance to annihilate people, it's off screen, right? It's all done off screen, or it's done from a distance where you can barely see the damn characters, or they're CGI creatures,
Yeah,
right? There's no seeing him destroy like
fatalities.
fatalities. And the one chance that he does get it is when that spear flies towards him, stops it,
Hmm.
drops it, and then just kills the robot instead.
Yeah, he could have killed that lady. Like, what is that lady gonna do for the rest of the movie? Just hype up the little Ant-Man girl or whatever her name is for it, his daughter.
Don't harm like humans in Marvel movies kind of thing.
And another thing,
I
I'm
think
kind of
that's
saying
what
like,
is missing. Like there's not enough like like grunge to the movies like that. I don't want to say super violent, but like that. I don't know. I guess that push towards
heart drop when you see it.
heart.
Like,
Yeah, the heart drop. Yeah.
like what was it? Seeing, uh, for me, I was kind of like holding myself back. Like, okay, this man knows every future and possibility that could happen. Did he leave them alive for a reason, or like, or he just was pussy
Yeah.
and didn't want to kill him? It's like, let me just kill somebody else. That factor of him knowing everything could be a reason why he didn't kill Ant-Man or something like that. Because apparently, like the zombies thing,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't he like alive in that one? Like Ant-Man, he was one of them, one that was alive.
Yeah. I think.
So that
I believe so. Yeah.
could be probably that. They probably lead up to that. But all in all, Kang had I would say a number 5. I give him a 5 as the villain aspect of it. Like out of a 10, like he was
Yeah.
a little
You know.
trash there.
You know what they're saying too. I forget that actor's name, dude. They're telling him like he's the next big actor and stuff like that for these villains. Like he does such a great job. And like I did not see it in that movie, dude.
No, he had too many. Well, he got so many personalities in this movie.
Well,
Like,
that's at the end though, but the majority of that takes. I mean, you got the end of Loki, which he
mhm,
did a decent
he
job
did it.
explaining it, but
Mhm. But he, like, well, let's say he's a good actor, but the writing was trash. So that's what fucked it up.
it's gonna be weird when we see another Fantastic Four movie if they get it and put it into the MCU. Because are they gonna make it him now? Because he's supposed to be
Yeah.
what Reed Richards.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Alternate
That's who
Yeah.
Kang
Kane.
is a Reed Richards.
That's who Kane is. Yeah,
Reed Richards?
the Fantastic Four. Yeah, they discovered the multiverse, dude.
Right. Right. Yo. They gotta do a whole recasting. They might give the Fantastic Four different powers, which would be
So,
hilarious.
what about you, Josh? How did you feel on that?
I don't know. Honestly, I still haven't even finished Loki.
Also, you want to finish that first before you give it a judgment?
A good judgment? Well, you're still only
I
gonna see the
mean,
last episode. That's mean.
yeah, I saw that little clip of it, and it was just, I don't even know what to make of it. I don't know. I saw how they portrayed Kang in the Antman movie. It's kind of shit. I mean,
They should have kept him in that like bluish looking form with his eyes glowing and stuff.
yeah,
That would
I
have been
mean,
better.
the one thing that bugged me a lot in that movie is they made him out to be like some almighty, like god, like
You know,
persona,
it's almost
and
like they almost hit like I guess I don't know. Maybe they wanted to keep like his face so you recognize the actor.
Mhm.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know,
It just
but
seems weird. It looked
like
a
I was
lot
saying
better.
though, they freaking they make him out to be this almighty godlike persona and shit, and you know, shooting energy blasts out of his fucking hands, destroying worlds,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Burn it.
they put him in as the villain for an Ant-Man movie and have Ant-Man do him in.
Yeah, which was
Yeah.
weird too. This is
The
a
That
huge.
Wasp.
was
Ant-Man.
Yeah, the Wasp and Ant
what's
Man.
up?
Yeah, yeah.
The Wasp and Ant-Man did him in.
Oh, I'm
You got to
sorry.
get the coupling blast in there.
Yeah.
That's why it's Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Hey, you
Even
still there,
that,
Pablo?
man. Come on.
You still there, Pablo? You with us?
He loading.
Oh. Oh wait. Oh, there he is. Holy crap!
Hey, I'm back.
And he's in HD.
Yes, he is.
I was wondering what happened to you.
I just kind of like I was asking you the question, and then I was like, oh shoot, they can't hear me, and then the thing just went loop, and I was like, oh, that's like no,
Oh
yeah.
man.
I'll be right back.
So I was just asking, like, so he's basically like, was that it for Antman then? I mean, for Kane the Conqueror in Antman, that's it. He's not coming back.
No, he's you want spoilers for it?
I don't care.
Okay, well you don't.
I mean, at this point, like I said before, dude, I'm so like burnt out with the MCU. Like this, honestly,
Yeah.
I think Endgame should have just been one big ass wrap up, and boom, that's it. We're done. 10 years lead up to these, and then just let it go. The fact that they keep
Hey,
trying to roll it
can't do that. There's money on the
out
line,
more
man.
and more and more and more,
Oh
it's
yeah,
just, man.
dude, the MCU is one of Disney's big cash cows right now.
I know, but
But yeah. Anyway,
can't tell me people are like,
so the whole
As
story.
long as they make the slightest little bit of a profit, they're gonna keep friggin' milking it.
So the way they set it up in Loki, because
yeah,
Kane discovered the multiverse, or like Reed Richards discovered the multiverse, ran two multiple versions of himself,
mhm.
and then they all worked together, did all these things, and then there are some bad apples amongst the group, and then they found out there's more and more because it's the multiverse keeps on expanding and changing, and they keep running into each other. Eventually, they all got together and kind of made like this council to keep everyone in check and stuff. And the one in Loki was keeping everyone in check, right? He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep this from happening," and female Loki ends up just axing the man off, which starts the chain reaction of all of them bleeding across, invading the other multiverses again and stuff like that. So at the end of the movie with Kane, the whole thing is he's trying to get out because he was like the I guess the technically the big baddie one that they just got rid of because he was like fighting everyone or doing something. I don't know what was it like he was going against all of them or something.
Yeah, he was killing him.
Yeah, he was killing them. So they like, hey man, get out of here. Send his ass to the
Yeah.
quantum one. And
He was exiled by the
like
other.
they just Yu-Gi-Oh just asked like banish shadow realm. But yeah. So obviously they end up defeating him in the movie. And then the extra credit scene is, oh, there's a crap ton of versions of him. Thousands of them, hundreds and thousands of them at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like they're all getting ready for war. And that's going to be like the next big like Thanos,
I see.
like the Avengers going up against everything.
The new Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably eventually. I don't know. I'll probably eventually get around to it, but just like I said, at this point, I'm just kind of burned out with all those things, dude. Too much, too much to keep track of nowadays.
Like if you started first and just kept going, then you're good. But once you drop off, it's like,
Yeah.
it's a chore. Like,
But anyway, so
Oh, you got
yeah.
it.
No, I'll keep one of it. I gotta get going though. So
All right, man.
see you guys later. You guys continue this without me. Also, before I leave, yes,
yeah.
I got a haircut.
Oh, I see it. Oh man, below the ear, almost
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
above the shoulder. I see it.
I know. They went short. They went shorter than I wanted to. I already talked about that. I cried a little. But anyway, I'll see you guys later then. Goodbye,
All right, man.
sirs.
Later.
All right,
Laters.
But yeah. But
Easy man.
aside from the Marvel thing, yeah, we all went to go see Cocaine Bear, and we were talking about that before, and I was like, man, that was just garbage. And then we went from that to, what was it, the woke politic thing dying?
Yeah.
Politics.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier today. I was like, yeah, I could see it happening, man. Hopefully, because it's like, I don't know, it feels like the big media is trying to catch on to like the trends of where the highly like controversial like extremists of like the internet and stuff, people on Twitter and things like that, to appease them.
They
Yeah.
follow Twitter first and then jump
Yeah.
off. That's why Elon Musk bought Twitter.
It really feels like that, like when they put stuff out. So I'm just like, I mean, you can see a lot of it in the Antman movie where they put I don't know. Like it's like, man, it's like with the daughter. Like there's nothing against them. Like they can act. You can believe these characters are kind of semi-real, but it's like, dude, the daughter's main thing in the Ant-Man movie was like, oh, um, you know, we got powers, so we should be helping people and saving them.
Mhm.
But fuck the consequences. I'm gonna do what I want to do because it's right.
Yeah, that's why she ended up in jail how many times?
Yeah.
Got them in trouble in the first place and stuff like that. Like, guilt trip the dad and be like, oh man, I gotta stop it. I gotta stop
Yeah,
this.
you was in jail more time than me. That's not nothing to be
I was
proud
like, the
about.
whole movie was like the end premise was like, okay, so if I believe what if I believe if what I believe is right, then I should do it. Fuck the consequences
Mhm.
because I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah.
Them people that just jump right in. That's the dumb part about it.
I don't
That's
know.
like
That's what I felt like. It was presented to me when I watched it. I was like,
I'll just stick to my anime where it's
eh.
more connection there with characters and shit
Yeah,
and consequences.
Pablo's on a Thriller Bark right now, and
Oh, he's still
he's
going.
Yeah.
he's
And
not
he hates
enjoying
it.
it. He's not enjoying it, dude.
He's not enjoying Thriller Bark.
Surprisingly, I was like, I like the
He
Thriller Bark. It was
says
fun.
it's too childish.
It's too goofy,
Too
which
much.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is dumb, but it has some good jokes. I mean, it made me laugh. Like it got me good with like the zombie coming out of the ground, or Luffy goes, nope, back in the ground,
Exactly. It's like shit, man.
And then,
or
hey,
the negative ghost. He's like,
Don't worry, Cass. I warned him for you too. I warned him at the end of Thriller Bark. You'll see Zoro in a new light.
I don't think he's ever going to see Zoro in a new light.
the only thing they both have in common is drinking. That's the only thing. Oh man, but I think he don't like all that running around and trying to get married with Nami, that one guy with the invisible fruit and all that. Like it was how long it took me to watch that whole like for 3 days? 3 days to like watch the whole that arc. I rewatched it and it was dope after seeing like seeing zombie Luffy and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Having Zoro with his moment. But the one thing that did piss me off is that back and forth with the hog girl. The one that had the one spirit in her, the Lily,
Yeah.
Layla or Lila. Yeah, she's not a
Lola.
character. Lola, there it is. Yeah, had her spirit in it. I was like, damn, trying to run him down and trying to marry him and all that kind of shit. I'm like, oh, it makes sense now. That's who that was. Now I know where she came in and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, because she kind of died off for me when I first watched it. I'm like, who the hell is this girl? And she come back later. I'm like, who the hell is she? And I forgot about it. And I'm like, oh shit, that's the girl right there. I was like, but all that, like seeing them like the little instance of them getting stronger and shit, and the teamwork and stuff, like they actually putting the teamwork in with the fusion with the Frankie robot, and seeing for the first time that Robin didn't want to join the docking.
I
Like,
remember that. He was like, Robin, jump in. He's just like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm good.
And then they actually
But
started
no,
fighting, and they were winning for a minute. They're like, oh my god, it's working. Then they just fucking bap their ass beat.
But if no one want to know why she
Damn.
didn't join though, it's supposed to be all men though. It's called docking for the Lord's sake. I was like, oh shit. That's why she's like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
You guys been watching anything else?
Continue on the Tanya the terrible.
Tanya the Evil?
Tanya the evil. Mm-hmm.
Josh hasn't even started it yet, huh?
No, I forgot all about
Oh
it.
my god, it's so good. You should watch it.
Dude, I can see where this guy. Okay, the guy who passed away, dude. They put his ass in a little girl's body.
Oh
I'm like,
man, dude. See,
bro.
I didn't think I was gonna like enjoy it as much as I did, but when I started getting like the whole, I mean, it's ridiculous what happens, but when the whole build up to what's going on, it's just like, oh my god, this is crazy, dude. It's a guy literally defying God, and God's like, hey, you're gonna believe in me.
He said, "You gonna believe in me, bro."
You
I'm
don't you
here.
don't believe I exist. You don't believe what I can do. He's all right. I'm gonna let you use magic. So powerful, but every time you use it, you gotta you know say
Praise
my
him.
name. Say my
Mhm.
name.
Say my name. Say my name.
What
Wait, no,
what
it
is
is.
my name? Say my name.
Yeah, Josh. So let's say a 13-year-old small girl is in the service, and she's in the middle of war, and the only way she can use her weapon to fight back is to pray to God.
She has to pray to God.
Other than
Yeah.
that, she can't even use the gun, bro. So they got 12, 11 guys shooting at her ass. But she
and
was like,
and,
fuck,
and
I'm a
it's crazy. It's because I love like political like kind of like political thrillers and war and stuff like that. Which is why like the Stormlight Archive is so good because there's so many characters and stuff going on in the background besides the big fights that lead up to it. That's how this anime is, and it's like, dude, this little chick is trying to build her stuff up, just make the best that she can in the world that she's in, right? So she doesn't have to be like in poverty anymore. That's her whole thing. She's like doesn't want to be that low anymore. She's going to be on the top, and then she's either going to be on the top or the one that's making like fighting her way up there, clearing the way and all that stuff, right? And at the same time she's doing all this, she's trying to find a way to fight against God.
bad.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
She's
man,
like,
watch it. I don't know if you're gonna be. I'm pretty sure you would because I couldn't put it down. I
I'll
binge.
jump on it. I just honestly, I completely forgot about it.
I started binge watching like 8 episodes, and there's 2 seasons, and there's a movie between each the season 1 and 2.
Okay.
I think I'm close to the movie.
It's
I'm
all
not
on
sure.
Crunchyroll too.
English dub too, in case
Hmm.
you just want to walk away and come back. Hmm.
It's not that the English dub's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay. Okay.
recognize any of the voices from other animes in this one, so I think just probably one, but they trying to kind of
Like
change their accent a little bit.
surprisingly, yeah, the English dub is almost spot on with how similar they sound to their Japanese voices. So I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
Learning's a
I
lot.
actually ended up rewatching it again because of that.
Yeah, I'm watching it in
All
dub
right.
later. Check out the sub later. Like, dude, that little girl badass though.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, if I'm a die, I'm gonna go out like a G, bro.
Oh,
Get this purple heart.
you need to get you need to get Marvel, dude, so you can jump on with me and Josh.
Come on, Josh. I
Yes,
heard you gave
sir.
up.
He got
Heard
it.
you-
He's
I already got it.
he hasn't just
Oh,
been
you
he hasn't been jumping on though.
where's my Steam?
We
Come
need
on.
the practice.
Yeah,
Dang,
definitely.
y'all try to practice on me. Okay.
I'm rusty at that game too, dude.
That's an understatement.
I barely found out the default combo the other day when I went over to Josh's to play it for a bit, and I barely found out the default combo. You know the regular 1 2 3, launch them in the air 1 2 3, bam 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 bam. Right
Mhm.
now I gotta weave the freaking assist and the attacks in and get that stuff back down.
Yeah, I was like 100% lost. Like, holy shit! It's like I'd never touched
Josh,
the game
man,
before.
we were
I
having
think
fun, and I was like, "Oh, Josh, no." He's like, "I don't think I'm evil ready, dude. I can't. It looks like you're gonna be the one that's going." I'm like,
I was
"Dude,
like,
just
oh man, I
it's
don't
for
know
free,
about
right?
this.
Ultimate
yeah,
Yeah.
ultimate."
Marvel versus Capcom. Okay.
Um, I'll send you the link later where to get it for cheaper. I buy them for $8. Same thing with
Send,
Josh.
yeah, send me that. Send me that because I'm looking at
It's
$24.99.
$24 right now, dude. It's like, whoa, how old
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It shouldn't be that much. I mean, obviously
$8.
it's
Eight
cheaper if you go
bucks.
buy it on like console used, but yeah, you can get the keys on Steam. A key for Steam for pretty cheap.
I'm seeing the combos here. Damn.
Dude, it's not that hard. Easy game to play, dude. Easy to
I,
play, hard to master because then you got to start
You
learning
never
how to
played it, Cass?
I played the old one like
two.
way back when. Yeah, because I remember the barrage thing from
Yeah, you
Marine.
have that the
Man.
music. I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking like a beast over here. Okay.
You know what's cool though? Like I got
Let's
excited.
see that link.
You watched
Real quick.
the evil lineup video.
No, I didn't see this.
So
Finish. Well,
yeah,
didn't finish it.
they already showed that the defaults that are always going to be in there: Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and like I think King of Fighters. Usually
Talk
always the
about
same fucking games, right?
talk about Street Fighter.
But what you call it? Melty Blood's going to be in there now, and what was the other one? I forgot. Multi Blood, King of Fighters. Oh, Dragon Ball, Multi Blood, Dragon Ball are the two anime fighters.
Yeah.
But
Dragon Ball about to be a
they're
whole
gonna
season.
start throwing putting a throwback game in for each of the tournament for the main series lineup, right? So going forward with the tournaments that they put out, they're gonna have like an old game in the mix. So for this year, the old game is Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Ultimate.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Before like Disney bought Marvel and they gutted all the characters from the fucking game. I don't know if you ever saw that, cast.
Say again?
So didn't that happen, right? That Disney bought Marvel and then they
Yeah, that's what fucked up Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite when because Disney had bought Marvel and all that shit, so they didn't have the rights to a lot of shit, which is why in Infinite they cut out every X-Men related
and
character.
I remember just
They took out mainstays and staples like fucking Wolverine because of that. It was
That's who I
bad.
had up in there. Cyclops.
Yeah,
That was my home.
Yeah, Cyclops hasn't been in it since 2.
but
Was it,
there would have been a high chance he would have been
Colorado?
back in if Disney didn't get it at the time
Oh,
it
I'm
did.
sure. I'm sure
But
Infinite probably would have been a lot better game had their roster had they been able to have access to a lot
and
more of Marvel's.
what infuriates me is I remember back then when this happened and the devs were trying to like play it off like, oh, the only reason you loved was Doctor Doom and this guy and blah 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 because was this input. You just spam this and this. I said we loved them because they were iconic characters and they were just fun to play. They didn't put that same type of character in. It wasn't as fun as it was with the old characters, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. There's like familiarity that you want when you're playing these games, and they just took that away. That's what it felt like. I was like, oh, you're having too much fun. You like that? Bye bye. Take it.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna put this in the game, and you're gonna like it. Oh, and then man, games are getting out of control this month, dude. February, dude.
A lot of stuff coming out. Ain't Spider-Man dropping? Miles
Dude,
Morales?
I got two mini games. The new fucking DLC drop for Monster Hunter, like Latin and oh yeah, beginning of February,
Nice.
right? Dead Space dropped. Still haven't beat that. And then Destiny, Hogwarts dropped. Still in the middle of playing that. Destiny 2's DLC campaign just launched. The new fucking
Oh,
expansion.
nice.
I'm like, oh. And then Evil had its announcements, so I had to get Marvel vs. Capcom 3 again. It's like, man, all the goodies are coming. Oh yeah, Guild Wars 2 just had its next freaking content drop.
I need to jump on that one again.
Yeah, and then freaking surprisingly, Path of Exile is just like all dead right now because nothing starts until April. So.
And that's when we're going to lose Manny for a little while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you guys would play it. It's so good. But I got a feeling it's too much numbers.
What?
Oh, Path of Exile.
You was stacking up a lot after I saw you in there.
Hell yeah. My last build I was playing was I was playing a Corrupting Blood Gladiator. Right? Basically, you just hit them a bunch of times, you get a dot. If you hit them 10 times, it stacks up to 10 times. And I got that dot to do about 500k DPS per second. So, oh shit. Yeah, it was pretty good. And then since I used an attack, right, I had this wand where it cast a spell. And there's a bunch of stuff I had going on with that character. It's really cool. Like I said, all these games came out, and all of a sudden I just got sidetracked. So I've been jumping from game to game to game.
Another new thing that dropped yesterday. What was it? Shoot, The Mandalorian season 3.
Is it back on the Mandalorian or is it Boba Fett?
Back on The Mandalorian. My man trying to get baptized to be cleansed again to become a Mandalorian again. Right now he's exiled, but he took his mask off. If I was him, I wouldn't have said shit. But y'all finished it, right?
I finished the first season. I didn't watch the second one. I saw some of it.
Well, by him taking his mask off or whatever, he was uncleansed, so he has to find like the Mandalorian homeland place to get baptized in their waters or whatever, holy waters. I guess he
I
ran
mean,
into that.
I'll probably give it a shot. I don't know. I remember watching the second season and thinking like it wasn't as good as the first one.
Oh yeah, you didn't see where the homie showed
It
up.
was cool. I'll give it a shot, but
I mean, it
I don't know.
can't be as
The
bad as
third one?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was almost fucking killed those Star Wars shows for me in a sense. I still haven't watched Andor though, and I heard Andor's amazing.
I haven't watched
Dude,
it either.
So
I need to check it out. But yeah,
I
Obi-Wan
heard
really
that one's fucking amazing, so I
it
gotta give that one a shot.
it really killed my urge to watch those movies or the shows.
oh Obi-Wan?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did a
Oh
big
yeah,
time.
especially looking so forward to it, you know. Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan, it's like, oh fuck yeah. I wanna see this shit. Nope.
Like I
Pretty
said,
bad. So I don't know. I like the Mandalorian though, so I'll definitely give the new season a try.
Rogue One
Mandalorian was a
was
great
badass.
show.
Mhm. Rogue One was badass, and then they brought the homie back for Andor.
Yeah, why couldn't everything be like Rogue One, dude?
Dude, he saved
Rogue
it
One
again.
was one of the best movies they made.
They shouldn't
Fuck.
even. I don't even think
Saved the series.
they they should have not done the trilogy and just done like side op movies that connected with the main saga. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And they could throw anything they want up
Yeah.
in it, and it wouldn't hurt. Instead of messing up the
They just
story.
had access to Star Wars, so once again, just like with the MCU, it's a big cash cow. They're gonna just continue to pour out content.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if it does good or not.
Hey man, you
Oh,
sent me the link, right?
not yet. I'll send it to you after.
Who the hell sent me something? Hold on.
You know what I watched the other day, Cass?
Hmm.
You people.
Hey, I watched that too, bro. I watched
Oh, is that that one with Eddie Murphy and Jonah
Yeah.
Hill?
Yeah. Did you watch
Is
Yeah,
it
that?
any good?
That was good.
I haven't watched it yet.
it was
It
good,
was
bro.
good.
They hit some points. I'm like, I had my girl watch it. I sat down and watched it with her.
The only thing I
She's
would
like,
say that was bad, and it was bad acting, was the part where they had Jonah Hill playing basketball. You could just tell they just tried to take some glamour shots, and it still didn't work, dude.
oh, that's why the guy he had to take care. Eddie Murphy had to take the camera away. My man live streamed this man for all these people to see if he failed. Brought this man
Yeah.
in a black
Hey,
neighborhood.
Eddie Murphy's character was like being petty, like trying to be like, "Hey, you're white. You don't know any better. You don't know any better. You're just here trying to use our culture to make yourself feel better."
Yeah, then you want to take my daughter, who was pretty fine, who was fine in there, bro.
And he wasn't black. He was Muslim.
No,
Or-
yeah,
yeah. Wasn't he? Yeah.
no, Jewish. He was
Jewish.
Jewish.
Was he Jewish?
Yeah, that was Jewish. Because they had an argument about
Yeah.
who was the first slaves and shit. It was like Jews, but that was
No,
a
no, no.
thousand years ago, bro.
That was him. Eddie Murphy's character was like, they
Yeah,
were like Muslim.
Eddie Murphy's character said that. He's like, y'all slavery was 1,000 years ago, BC.
On there, they went back and forth with the Holocaust and everything at the table, just arguing. I was like, oh wow, dude. I was like
God.
me and Cass and Produce that one morning talking about us, our people too.
He said, "No, I'm about to do this." But you're, but
Like we own
but
each other. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
yeah, and before that, before the
With
white man came
jokes.
and got us,
Gosh, with
we
jokes.
were slaving our own people. Mm-hmm.
Oh
It
shit.
was back and forth thing. That's why nowadays we can't just get over it. That's why we hate each other so much. I'm saying, like, what is it? Black on black crime? There you go. Mm-hmm. It was doing that back in Africa back in the day. Mm-hmm. My man is big buff man. I like your man. We trade.
Bring
No.
you betrayed. that Key and Peele sketch.
Yeah.
Sketch when they're fucking like getting sold.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh yeah. I can see why he gets sold. I see why they buy him. And then it goes through a bunch of freaking people just getting bought up, except for them. They're like, what? What's going on? What's the problem here? Aren't we good enough? Like, why you want to be sold?
Oh man, a better life. It said.
Yeah.
I believe it. Like they had. I know a lot of people don't talk about it, but how did they get away with some our people and put them on the ship and all that?
Yeah.
The other people who were still on the island still left back it ever because there's like, oh, you take this amount of people, you go, go. We give you people, hunting them down and gave it to her.
Oh,
So it's like
god
a
damn
bug,
it! I wish he was still with us, working with us, man. You know what we've been doing? Me and mostly me and Pablo.
bro.
We've been messing with the AI so much for
Oh
stories and
my
music,
god.
and oh my god, dude! I have this whole, I have like a saga of Josh having to go to the restroom while fighting demons, and it sounds like a fucking like Brandon Sanderson novel, dude, where he's
Yeah,
fighting for the light.
that's no fucking joke.
Speaking of the AI stuff, did you guys see the anime AI anime thing?
Uh.
The two guys playing rock paper scissors.
Oh
But
yeah,
they,
yeah, yeah, yeah. They got that new thing that where it kind of like makes them like anime looking, like
hmm,
they use AI to like you know what's
just
that thing
imagine
like it's almost like a deep fake, but it makes them look like an anime character, right? They train it in different like they take a bunch of Castlevania, like make it look like Dracula or something, and it'll give you similarities based on that, but it'll still maintain like your face.
that shit was dope, dude. I was all like, what the hell is this? This is epic as hell, but it didn't make no sense. They play a rock paper scissors up here looking like JoJo characters. They're like and then the
Yeah.
whole lead up like and then have the
Oh,
fucking
before I close this out, I
fight
want to get some of these like where's that demon restroom save battle restroom savior. Let me see. Is this the one, or did I accidentally delete it? Please tell me I didn't delete it. Oh, I think I deleted it. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, damn.
damn mosquito.
Well,
Shit, just tell
Easy
me
there,
what
Miyagi.
I think I still have.
really.
I still got.
I
Yeah,
caught a quite a few,
I
bro.
still got the one with the one with Pablo.
Which one? The hipster superhero saving the Switch.
I put this is what I put for the thing for the AI. I put Pablo as an average man with a secret superpower, that being a super hipster millennial. One day he walks out from a store only to see bad guys breaking into a car to steal his Nintendo Switch. They manage to break they manage to break in and drive away. Chase begins. His superpowers activate. Tell me a story about this. Make it funny with inner monologues and banter. Also, give the thief some sense of misguided justice. Right? It says Pablo couldn't believe his eyes as he saw the bad guys breaking into his car. Not my Nintendo Switch, he thought to himself as he sprinted towards his car. I just got Animal Crossing, and I haven't even unlocked all the features yet. As the car sped away, Pablo's superpower kicked in. Suddenly, he was filled with an unshakable knowledge of all the trendiest and most obscure coffee shops, craft breweries, and art artistial donut places in the city. He knew exactly where the thieves would go. Pablo hopped on his vintage fixie bike, complete with a wicker basket, and started pedaling furiously towards the thieves' hideout. He couldn't hear the sounds of the wind brushing past his man bun, which was tied up in an eco friendly bamboo hair tie. As he arrived at the warehouse where the thieves were hiding out, he noticed that they were just regular guys, not hardened criminals. In fact, they were lamenting on their own struggles to make rent and pay bills, and the Nintendo Switch seemed like a quick way to make some cash. Pablo's hipster sense of social justice kicked in. Hey guys, I get it. The struggle is real, he said, hopping off his bike and approaching them. But stealing my Switch isn't the way to solve your problems. Let me help you find some legit ways to make money. The thieves were taken aback by Pablo's approach, but something about his perfectly curated beard and fashionable thrift store clothes put them at ease. Okay, man, we're listening, one of them said. Pablo spent the next hour giving them tips on how to set up an Etsy shop selling handmade jewelry from upcycled materials and how to start a successful Instagram account for their street art and how to monetize their love of retro video games on Twitch. In the end, the thieves thanked him and promised to return the Nintendo Switch to its rightful owner. As Pablo biked away, he couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction as he had saved his beloved console. And helped some misguided but ultimately good-hearted guys turn their lives around. Plus, he had new material for his next blog, on how to turn your passions into profit without selling out.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
I only started listening because my man looked like he shopped on the budget.
And
I
then
was like,
I
oh, this
made
man
another
knows what
one with backstory on him, talking about how he's a sensitive child with a deep sense of empathy and passion for the arts. But as he got older, his sensitivity turned into anger, and he began to lash out at the world, fueled by a sense of injustice and a desire for revenge against those who had wronged him. But one day everything changed when Pablo found himself at a music festival, surrounded by people who were unapologetically themselves, expressing their creativity and love for life. From that day on, Pablo decided to turn his life around, and he focused on his creative pursuits, honing his skills as a writer and photographer. Yep, it just goes on like super detailed, like it's like in depth, but it made all this up to go along with the story.
stay on premises.
Dude,
That
at
AI
one
is
time I had this thing making a story about how Pablo was chasing that car, and he jumped on top of the hood of the car and started reciting obscure poetry to defeat the villains in the car. And then I turned him in from a hipster millennial into an emo skater punk, right? And it said a hipster emo skater punk. And it started off with one day, and when he started chasing the car, he put on his Walkman and started playing My Chemical Romance and got faster as he fucking the beat went up.
some One Piece shit right there.
and then and then to stop the bad guys, his one liner in the story was A. That's not cool, man.
What's that detective dog guy back in the day?
Scruff McGuff. That I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's that's him right there. That's not cool, man.
Oh man!
Oh man, one day, hopefully Pablo dresses up in some brown pants and a green shirt. El Shaggy right there. Oh man, I can't wait till that day happens. Oh man, hey, that AI is nice,
Yeah.
bro.
I like this line though from another one with Josh. I really like how it just like Joshua was a man on a mission. He had been chosen by a higher power to save the world from demons that threatened to overrun it. However, in the heat of battle, Joshua suddenly felt the urgent need to use the restroom. He tried to ignore it and focus, but the sensation grew stronger and stronger until he couldn't hold it no longer or ignore it. Yeah, it's dumb, dude. And I don't have the original one, but there was one that was like Joshua
Damn!
with sword in one hand and pants down in the other began to fight the demons.
Oh god.
but
Hey, that right there had me tripped dying, bro.
and
That
then
was pretty nice. Still on the toilet.
oh yeah, and then we made a Batman emo punk song, right? And we got it actually
Yeah,
gave us the chords for the song too. So I believe it was like
you gonna play it for us, Manny?
I don't have it.
He's like
Have
looking
it
for
in
my
my phone.
guitar.
I don't know where it's at right
He
now.
actually played it. The AI spit out actual notes, and Manny fucking played them.
Dang.
I sent them to you. Let me see.
Did it sound good? What's that one animated cartoon with the Batman band? Yeah, Batman had big old lips.
All right, hold
Oh,
on.
the
It's
bat
cool.
metal shit.
Yeah,
Bat metal, yeah.
here's what I have. Oh shit. Sorry for the static. My dad was using the air compressor
So it's supposed to
outside.
sound punk, so I guess it would be like
Oh, you recorded it?
No, that's I sent that recording to Josh. So that was the the little like chords that regurgitated out like were sent like we're like give us chords for the song, and it just made some up right there, right? So that was it, and then the freaking lyrics were like, oh, where's Oh, in a dark alley, they fell to the ground. My mommy and daddy nowhere to be found. The gunshots rang out. My world came crashing down. I'm all alone now in this messed up town. My mommy and daddy got shot in the alley.
Repeat.
That's the chorus. My mommy and daddy got shot in the alley. And the way Pablo
Rap.
was singing it the other day when we were just sitting there, he was like, "My mommy and daddy got shot in the alley." And me and
Made
Josh
it
were
sound
like,
like a SpongeBob intro.
yeah, me and Josh were like, SpongeBob SquarePants.
My mommy and daddy got shot in the alley. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
He laid on the ground.
I told Pablo, I was like, man, I said we should all just like make a music video out of it.
Hey yo.
But
Good.
yeah, the AI thing is funny to mess with, but like as you can see, like Pablo sent me the thing. I don't know if let's show it.
That's
Oh,
very bright.
it is very bright.
Oh, she said.
But it literally has a whole like string of text. I don't know why it's not gonna show it, but
He sent it to you?
like if I scroll, like this is the top of it right here, right? And it's just
Mm.
the whole entire song.
1, 2, like 3,
Oh, and
2 scroll.
he made a rap verse for it too, in the style of Slim Shady.
Wait, Pablo wrote this?
No. The AI did.
AI
Pablo
did.
just told it
Oh,
to do it.
whoa. Hey, AI, do my homework.
Hey, you know what? That's probably gonna be a thing, like a plagiarism thing going on. I remember I talked about
Making all these songs.
okay, I remember seeing this on I forget what I was watching, but someone brought up the perfect analogy to this. It's like remember when back in the day when Napster was a thing? Do you remember that,
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember how like back then you were buying the CDs, you were buying the actual music to own. And Napster came along and everyone started sharing their stuff, right? So
Mm-hmm.
eventually that caused the entire music industry to change the way that we buy licensed music, right? To where the point that it turned to the point to where we were just buying the individual songs, or you paid for the subscription to listen to that song, right? And it just created this big dynamic shift in how we take the media, right? How we use it. Went from buying the CD and putting it in our cars to having it now just streamlined into like buying it online and downloading it MP3 now, right?
Pretty much.
That was pretty dramatic how that happened, and how laws changed to fucking protect the music rights holders and stuff like that. But the way I was thinking is like AI can do all this stuff, and they're gonna soon it's gonna have the access to the internet to like parse through certain texts and sites and videos or whatever, and it's gonna like take in all of this and give you something that you say in the style of so and so, or give me like a concise sentence on this, or a way to be more expressive, and it's gonna pull all these things together. And it's one of these days someone's gonna come along and be like, "Hey, why does that sound like me? That's almost word for word, but it's like slightly different. But that's like what I wrote,
Hmm.
right?" So when that happens and all these people are taking things, people are gonna get plagiarized. I wonder what's gonna happen then. Like, what's gonna cause that giant shift?
Trying to figure out something else.
It's like AI art, dude. Look at AI right now. Obviously, if it's taking reference from all these artists, well, obviously you don't want their shit referenced, but it's already there. It's taking it right now. They're trying to make
Well,
a big change on that. The same thing's gonna happen with that the AI bot that's gonna search the internet. It's gonna take all this stuff in.
I, I look at this with the art stuff and all that.
Mhm.
Like every artist either took pieces from each artist, like to make their own stuff. You know, so if you were like, you can call every other artist a plagiarist, because they already copied different techniques and stuff from each like teacher or other
Oh
artists.
yeah,
Like, oh, I
there's
like
a
this
level
style
to
from this
that.
one.
Like we all learn, right? But then
Mhm.
it's one thing to take the time to learn how to draw like that, and then complement that type of art style into your own work, right? Whereas an AI is just going there and just literally just taking it. It doesn't really have all that like knowledge and that you take that takes years. It's just something that instantly
Periods of
does it for you.
practice, yeah. So why don't the people who, well, Yeah, because it's just randomly taking it from everyone. So if you put your own art and put it in this AI thing like you're using,
Like here's one
and have
thing.
it,
People are freaking on Amazon. They're making like stories and books, like ebooks on Amazon that are made with AI.
Shit. Sorry to cut you off. I need to get off real quick.
All right. I think I got another.
So-
we'll talk about this AI stuff
Hold on.
more.
I just got a package. I want to see what my brother got.
All right. Laters.
Later's.
Hey Josh.
What's up?
Trying to see. This is.
That's a vinyl record.
Oh,
What is it?
hold on. I think it's this.
Is that
God, it's too blurry and shit.
that a
I can't
Final
tell.
Too shiny. There you go.
Oh,
Fury.
Is it old anime?
God damn!
Either
Where'd you get that one from?
Or it's another game that my brother brought me a vinyl.
That's badass.
Yes, it is.
Oh shoot! They sent my brother vinyls, and he was gonna give it to me, but they do reprints. The place that he buys them, so you can buy old vinyls that were released, and they'll reprint them for you. So they
Oh
reprinted
shit!
them, and I guess they gave him like volume 1 and volume 2. Right, volume 1's supposed to be like a certain color, which I think probably supposed to be blue, and it was pink. So they said, "Hey, we made an oopsie. Here's how it's supposed to be," and they sent them the.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
that's gonna cost a lot of money if you keep that oopsie one.
But it's a reprint. It's not the originals.
Well, it's a reprint jacked up. They messed up.
Oh, it's still cool to fucking have.
Pretty neato.
That's badass, dude.
A good record player. All the way from France. Crazy. All right, Josh. All right, Cass.
That's
We'll call it
nuts,
there.
man.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you guys later.
People.
Laters.
Keep it caffeinated, people.
Yes.